It's so bad. Why can you not do it? So much better. Smile. Is that all we're gonna get? Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a great day, great night. My name is Brianna, and this is my handsome husband,
Logan.
Logan. And today we're finally back to tell a story about...
I guess it's part 2 of how we met.
What? It sounds like you sound like you're so depressed that we met.
I don't know where we're at with this. It's been a year now.
Yeah, today's actually a year. Well, I guess technically tomorrow's the year of our first date. So
As of the 20th
and today's
of March.
Tomorrow's the 20th.
Okay.
Today's the 19th. So tomorrow will be a year from our first date. So that's kind of why we're telling it's our first date. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. But first, let's get into this video, not the next one. Alright, so I think we left off that we had just been talking. He asked me on the first date, saying,
I know it's late, and for that I am sorry, but I've had an itching feeling for a good part of today to ask you if you're free on Saturday.
and I'm like, wow, he's bold. I knew exactly what was going on, and I like to give guys the opportunity. I was very caught off guard that this even happened because I was like, nothing. And my response was, haha, all good. I don't have any set plans for Saturday. I was hoping for good weather, but nothing for sure. Why do you ask? Okay, so we left off, first text, you asking me on the date. Then throughout that week, we talked a little bit. I think as we gone back, it seems like we texted more than we did. Yeah, we didn't see each other. I don't know why there wasn't FH. No, was there FHE at that point? I don't know.
No, due to COVID restrictions, it wasn't a thing.
I thought, yeah, we didn't have it. FHE is just like
family home evening.
Yeah, so
get together for everybody.
Yeah, Monday nights, since they didn't have that at that point. So none of that. We're kind of texting throughout the week, and at the time, there were a lot of different emotions running through my head because I said, one, I need to know before all my first date that it's gonna be the man I'm gonna marry. I'm not going any, like, second dates, I won't go any farther because I just was done with dating. And I really was like trying not to think much of it, just like, oh, this is just another date. But as I like look back at texts to different people, I realized there was definitely, I knew more than I realized I knew was going on. So that'll happen. So Saturday morning, I wake up and get all ready, and normally my stomach would just be like having fits and messed up and everything before dates. But it wasn't that morning. It also helped that it was like 7 a.m. that he was coming, and it's March, so that's still really dark. And so I didn't have a lot of time to think about it. So he came and picked me up.
Ski resort opens at 9, so I came and picked her up about 7, so you'd go to the ski shop and get onto the lifts right as soon as it opened. Mm-hmm. But picked her up at 7, went and did we go get breakfast that morning?
We went to Maverick.
Oh yes.
He's like, we're gonna get breakfast for him. I'm like, great. And then we go into Maverick, which at the time I was like, whatever. I hate gas stations.
I live on the road.
I hate them, but they're his second home. And Maverick in particular, for him, that was totally normal. And for me, I was like, okay, we're gonna get breakfast for Maverick. I guess that's breakfast.
Like I said, I live on the road. Gas stations are like, if I'm not working or at school, it's a gas station.
Yeah. Well, you've gotten better, at least a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. So, we go and get breakfast.
Once we get breakfast done, we go up to Sundance. I don't know why it took me a minute to remember that, but Sundance Ski Resort. It's up there in Provo, Utah-ish. Provo Canyon.
Yeah.
As we're heading up there, we go to that ski shop just outside of the mouth of the canyon.
We go and pick up the gear. And by this point, I didn't know if he had fully was gonna be paying for everything or if I needed to. So I kind of had in mind that maybe I had to. he paid for it all, and I was like super impressed. I was like, he just bought me all this stuff on top of the ski pass, on top of so all this stuff, and I was like, this is the most expensive date. And I am not one to be like, I want an expensive date. I'm like, go and feed me some food, or let's go to a park and play a game. Like, I'm like, I don't care about money. So I was like, wow, this is very different than any other date I've been on.
So for those who don't know and understand what a ski resort is, it is a little bit of cash to get into one, to have a day pass. I won't go spitting numbers out right now because was my decision to do so. Mm-hmm. And it was one of the more expensive dates I've been on.
You put on more expensive dates than that?
I've had some that are about similar.
I don't want to know. Well, I guess prom can end up being.
Prom and homecomings.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. Those can be expensive.
Those are expensive.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
But we went up to the resort. Took us a minute to find the parking lot or what, because that was the first time I'd been to Sundance. I
forgot about that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we drove up. Took a loop around. It's like, where on earth is the entrance and the parking lot?
Which we passed it at the beginning, so I don't know how.
I have no idea. Anyway, we finally found the parking lot, started getting dressed, because by then it was springtime. Mm-hmm. And it was still cold up in the mountain, but not as cold as it normally is.
Well, and one thing I was really impressed with is, so when you get the boots on, you have to like jam them on and tighten them like really, really tight to get them because you don't want your leg moving at all. And he like is such a gentleman that he makes me sit on the back of the vehicle in the trunk, and then he puts my boot on me, and I was like, this is like a Prince Charming moment. He was really cute.
Yeah. So skiing with the skier's boot, it sits kind of on an incline. Mm-hmm. So watching you walk around in that for the first time was kind of funny. But you don't want your ankle to move in a ski boot, or else you're gonna start getting stress and all that. So you have.
Wait a second.
So on my boots there are 4 points of contact. I believe on yours there was 3.
I don't remember that.
How many straps was there?
I don't know.
That's not important. Anyways.
It's not.
No, I can. So we get dressed, and I cannot for the life of me remember why I had to sit on the bench for a long, long time.
You did?
Yeah.
I had to go to the bathroom.
Ah, that's right.
Y'all, you can see I drink a lot of water. I have to go to the bathroom a lot, okay? And I'm not ashamed.
Anyways, we get checked in, and then we go to the base of the lift, and she gets mounted up in the skis. And which is hilarious. Now remember, this is her first time skiing. This will be my second time skiing. So.
And I can't ice skate. I can't rollerblade. I am not good with wheels.
So we get her hooked up to her skis, and we kind of start going up this little itty bitty hill.
And I don't go up. And it's not even a hill. It's just a slight incline.
It's like the ground, the brick is here, and the lift is like right here, and there's that little itty bitty incline right there.
And I started going down.
Like, this is gonna be a long day. We get her up that little bit, then we come around, or we go into the lift line. All while she's trying to figure out how to maneuver, to press forward.
The bunny hill was closed.
So ski school's on Saturday, and so the ski school takes over the bunny hill. The bunny hill is where you normally learn how to ski.
And I didn't get that chance.
Nope, she got her baptism by fire pretty much. So we get to the lift. The lift is a whole experience for her, because we get to the line, or For one, to propel yourself on skis, you have these poles that you got to push yourself with. It's quite the tricep workout.
So, one, I've not been on skis, and I didn't get a bunny ear. So we get on the lift, which was a struggle in and of itself. And we start going up the lift, and there's probably 5 minutes. So we go up the lift, and we're just kind of talk. It's a good time to talk, and then it comes to the end. He's like, "Okay, we're gonna go," and I was like, "What is going on? I don't even know what to do." And he's just like, "Okay, go for it." And so suddenly it starts coming down, and you're supposed to lift up the thing that's in front of you before, and the workers kind of stop it. It goes slow enough, long enough, and then
you're supposed to stand and kind of get out of the way of the chair. It's super weird to explain, which I knew it was hard to explain when we got there.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Our skis got tangled up and she tripped.
And I'm on the ground. So here I am unable to ski. Now I'm in all this it's not really quite steep at this point. It took me probably another 5 minutes to stand up.
Yeah. Because we're at the top of this green hill, which I feel like I've got to explain everything here. But a green circle is the easiest hill. A blue square is a medium difficulty, and then you have the black diamond and then the double black diamond.
I like how you're looking at me like I should know the other ones. I didn't get past green.
I know. I'm talking to you, not to...
It took us another 5 minutes to get up because first I'm trying to get up on my own, and then he comes to tries to help me, and that's another fail of itself because he's moving, I'm moving, and it took us forever. So I think we're great. And then the ground hit. This is now kind of flat a little bit for a second. There's a little spot. There's some benches there if you wanted to. We haven't even gone down any of the hard spots at all.
She's terrified. She's been terrified ever since we got on the lift.
And I'm trying to hide it, or at least keep going. So, he's like, "You wanna wait? We need a break?" And I was like, "No, we're gonna go for this." So we start going down, and I am not good with speed on things that I have no control over. So every couple feet,
so
boom, bing, boom, bing, boom, bing.
Beginner skiers put the tips of their skis together in what's known as the pizza shape. It helps you go forward, but it slows you down enough to where it's controllable if you don't know what you're doing. She's in the pizza, or pie, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm. And it's not working.
She goes about 20 feet, and then she drops to her butt.
Because I'm going too fast, and I freak out, and I just drop to my butt. It's not even a front, you trip.
And I'm ever so far in front of her. I hear her fall, so I have to turn around and scissor my way up the hill to get back up to her.
I think one time I even pushed you down a little slope, and you had to come up, remember? So
I did a lot of walking up the hill down.
Needless to say, the first trip down took us 2 hours. And by this point, I am in pain. My knees hurt, my legs hurt, everything hurts. And I'm trying to fight back tears, but trying to put a smile on, because he just paid all this money, he put all this effort, I can't just quit on him. But I was I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do this. I was this is the worst thing ever. What did I commit to? It was bad. So after that, we took a little break. We went in and ate our breakfast.
A real breakfast. Mm-hmm. Or was it lunch?
No, it was kind of breakfast because we didn't eat anything before that.
True, a real breakfast.
So we ate. I don't think we really had anything before, and then we talked a little bit, and it was all great. And so then we go back up.
Round 2.
I decided, let's do this. And again, I didn't tell him that I was trying to hide how much I was afraid of this and going on. I think a lot of this. I don't know if you knew that much in the moment, but I was just it was just bad. So we go up, and the next time was still very bad, but it was a lot better than
we made it down the hill in about a half hour.
Which was a big improvement. So I don't think there was like much with the next few ones, but there was a couple important kind of things that happened. So as we're kind of skiing, and each time we're going down, we ended up going down 7 times, is I think what we tried to remember. We didn't really keep track. But one of the times, so one point in this hill, there was a kind of a spot towards the top where Logan would usually go down a little bit faster. And then he would just kind of wait for me down this hill. And one of the times we were skiing down there, I remember this distinct thought in my head of, you'll be safe with him, everything's gonna be okay. Which was something that I really needed to hear from God, because I had felt, I was so nervous to try to enter in a relationship. I had some really just bad experiences and I just didn't really want to date. So hearing that was such a big blessing. A round or two after that, after I got that prompting, and it was about the same spot, he's kind of waiting there. And I just remember another time going down and just hearing this clear as day thought of, you're going to marry him. And I was like, wait, no. I'm happy being single right now. What? No. Like I had my plan B. I was going down plan B and it was going great. But I knew I was gonna be safe there. I knew everything was gonna be good. And I didn't need to worry about anything. And as soon as I got down there, I gave him like the biggest hug, and he probably just thought I was being cute. And I was like, I knew at that point that I was gonna marry him. So that all happened. By the 7th time, it was raining, and
yeah, the conditions weren't the best. It was slush, ice, 0 powder. It sucked. It was the worst training conditions ever. So
I think I should get a lot of good points for that, because I did really good on the worst conditions. I feel like I did good. By the last time, what ended up stopping, we might have kept going, was the rain, and then I actually fell and I felt like my hip pop and I thought I might have injured something, and I never had any hip things after. It never hurt, so something just was weird. But I was really nervous to rest that time down there for falling again. And that something would happen. So after this, we go back, return everything, and we start heading down the mountain to go to
went to Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A! I don't know what I'm doing.
Went to Chick-fil-A, got lunch, dinner, what did we decide to call that?
It was kind of bowl.
It was a winner.
Yeah, it was kind of a little later. Our food schedule was all messed up because of how long. This was probably around 3 o'clock. 3
or 4.
Yeah, by the time we got food. So we got food, and we kind of both didn't want the date to end. But we were really tired. We were exhausted. We've been up all day, been doing all that. So we ended up going back to my trailer, because I was living in my camp trailer at the time. And
we just ended up watching movies and talking and
yeah, it was just ended up lasting for forever. Like we just talked, we so much we talked about, like a lot of things that like maybe wasn't even on a first date. Like we were just very like open with each other. So talked a whole lot and ended up having a 14-hour first date.
Another recommend or disclaim one of that length.
Yeah. It was definitely different, and definitely I normally would have said a couple hours, but it ended up working out really good for us. So, first date, in the trailer too, I didn't have the sewer hooked up. And one point, and I had to go in to use the bathroom inside. And I went in and my family's all there like, how's it going? And I was like, it went so good. Like, honestly, there's a lot of like scary moments and I was terrified, but it was a really good date and I knew kind of a lot about him and just felt good and all that. Should we go, how far do you want to go? Should we go up to, go a little farther in here?
I'd probably just end here. Okay. We're 20 minutes in.
Yeah, but some of the editing will make it a little shorter. So, yeah. So we went in and I was just with my family.
I stayed out.
Yeah, he never went in, which meant I don't think he peed the whole day.
I don't think I did either.
So I don't even know, but I went in and just told my family I was excited. My mom was like, well, you're this excited, get back out. And I was like, well, I gotta go to the bathroom. Another thing too is I've been washing some dishes in there, and I need to get a pan because I was gonna make him make him like breakfast food, like pancakes, and then ended up not happening because he wasn't hungry because we just had Chick-fil-A, and then I realized I wasn't hungry, but it worked out pretty good. So that, I think we'll stop about here. This is our first date. Definitely, I think some other crazy stories. So if you guys want to hear more of them, let us know down below. And yeah. Any last words? He doesn't have any last words.
Nope.
Alright, well, hope y'all have a great day, great night. Bye!